Lily is diagnosed with partial trisomy 13 and partial monosomy 21. So it's actually called an unbalanced translocation of those two chromosomes.
The doctor came in and told us about her abnormalities. And he said to expect severe developmental delays. And beyond that, we weren't sure, if she was going to live, how long she'll live, what her quality of life would be. We were pretty scared.
No first-time parent wants to hear that there's something wrong with their child. On top of just being brand new parents, you're already overwhelmed with emotions and bringing home a brand new baby. And then, to manage everything with her medical care on top of that was a lot to deal with. We did leave the hospital with a referral to home care. The home care nurse that came in to do Lily's assessments actually referred us to Help Me Grow.
Stark County Early Intervention, formerly known as Help Me Grow, is designed to get kiddos who either have a confirmed diagnosis that typically results in a developmental delay, or children who just don't seem to be hitting their developmental milestones. And its purpose is to help a child try to catch up before they get to preschool age, and then help them be better prepared for school and for life with all of their life skills.
Once a child is referred into the program and is made eligible based on a medical diagnosis or based on one of these evaluations we use to see where a child's basic skills are, that all, along with the routines-based interview, comes to form what's called the Individualized Family Service Plan, or IFSP. And that's when the family really talks about their priorities. We look at what the child's developmental levels are at that time and write goals for the next 6 months period of time. Once the IFSP is written, then it becomes the responsibility of the service providers, whether that's the occupational therapist or the physical therapist. And in Lily's case, it was the occupational therapist who took the lead on implementing those goals, helping the family to achieve those goals, and working on what Lily needed.
Lily was very, very weak, very weak. She wasn't your typical responsive baby. She was weak, her visual skills were poor. She was just this little frail baby. So many changes occur in the first 3 years of life with any child, so many. Lily's were on her own time frame, a little bit slower. But from a child who really wasn't visually attending and couldn't hold her body up against gravity to a child very doing things that typical children do. So it's been exciting.
When we first brought her home and Help Me Grow came, I was hesitant because she didn't really move and her muscle tone was so low that I was kind of like, what's the point? How are they going to be able to help her? But you fast forward 3 years after and the progress that Help Me Grow made is just unbelievable.
Lily took a ton of time to do each little step, but then once she started being able to do more, I think those were the aha moments, like, this is working, something's going well here.
Even though her progress was slow, there was always something new the family had to show us. Some new skill, something new that she had noticed. And I think if we look at her from start to where she is now, she is a completely different, thriving child.
At about 2.5 years of age, the service coordinators will set up what is called a transition planning conference. And the parents can decide who's invited to that transition planning conference. So if the parents want to explore the child possibly coming to Stark DD preschool, they may ask me to attend. The school districts attend, and along with the service coordinator and the Stark DD early intervention service providers. And the purpose is to introduce the child and the family to the school districts, let the school districts know that this child exists, what the child's needs may be. It is law that every child who is receiving early intervention services have an educational plan in place by their 3rd birthday.
We started setting up just different resources. We connected with our local school district, and we just kind of started that discussion of where we wanted her to go to preschool. So it ended up that it worked out best because of all of her global delays and different disabilities, along with her tube feeding, that she would go to the Eastgate
preschool, which is through the Stark DD. And I just feel blessed that we have that resource in our community. They've been amazing, and from us being scared on her first day of school and putting her on that bus and her crying because she's leaving us, to the last day of school, and she's just made so much progress this year.
We are just amazed and so grateful that we chose Eastgate for Lily.
Her introduction to preschool has been great. We got to see her walk independently during this school year. We got to see her start making relationships with her classmates. It's been a great deal of fun watching her progress.
Lily's progress has just been way more than I ever could have imagined. Our life would be a lot different had we not had Help Me Grow come into the house and had the resources with early intervention.
When we brought Lily home from the hospital, I never thought she would walk, would smile, would have a personality. And I look today and she's happy and she's walking, and all the progress she's made, it's just been great.
The Stark County Board of Developmental Disabilities helps people with disabilities live and work in their community by eliminating barriers and coordinating funding and monitoring services.
This is us.